Hey everyone. So, in today's video, we're going to talk about the subject of self love because, well, that's something I've thought about often. That's something I feel I am still trying to learn more of, and that's something that's always had me pretty curious. How come some people have more of it, some do not? Well, those are not the questions I'm answering. I feel you cannot tell people much about how to love themselves. All you can do is share ideas that have worked for you and hope that they would work for them too. In today's video, I'm just trying to share my perception of the idea of self love, how I see it. And if you see it that way too, great. If not, I hope I'm able to expand your perspective. If you have any other views, please do share with me. And yeah, with that, let me start with the first one. I think it absolutely has to begin with setting the right boundaries. Oh my God, you guys, I think it's very crucial to know when to say yes, when to say no, and above all, not to say yes when you want to say no. And trust me, that came to me the hard way. Let's just say I was one of those people who never knew how to say no. And it's not like I do not struggle with it still, but it's gotten a lot better. I think I always wondered what does it mean to set the right boundaries, but you get a hang of it. Just start with the yes and no. Practice more of saying no when you want to, and it gets better. It's almost like you develop the right muscle for it. So I think the second point I would want to highlight here would be, giving yourself permission to pause when you're not sure which direction you want to go in. It just so happens, in life sometimes we do not know what direction we wish to take, and everybody is so much in that go 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 mode that sometimes we are hard on ourselves and we feel guilty for letting ourselves pause, to reflect over our direction. But I feel that, pausing at the right time, not in the sense of being lazy, but at least give yourself some time out so that you have time to think things through. That would save yourself a lot of energy as well, I feel, in the long run. And next, I would say, I mean, this really applies to me, easing out on that streak, or, that streak, I'm sorry, of perfectionism. I feel that with time, you have to start learning to trust yourself that you would get it right. And allow yourself to do it wrong first. I know I have been very hard on myself, and I totally need to learn that lesson. I am getting better at it. So, yeah. I think the next point would be to just give yourself, yeah, I've actually made points because I wasn't sure if I'd remember everything in one go, but these are things I've reflected over and written myself. Things that I feel speak to me about self love. So, yeah, the next point, which is the fourth point for me, would be giving yourself permission, to go on that salon spree or to buy that expensive shampoo or that lip shade you liked. In fact, giving yourself permission to wear that loud shade of lipstick, judgments be damned. Yeah. So I also feel, next point, it's also about choosing to exit that WhatsApp group that you feel you do not resonate with anymore. You feel you do not relate with the conversations happening in your in that group. Well, why just WhatsApp? It could even be a live group of people. You've got every right. People, you are the sum total of the five people you surround yourself with. So choose your group wisely. Better be alone, learning, exploring, than be with people who are probably going to just fill your head with ideas that are not going to help you in the long run. Also, giving yourself permission to just put your phone on, not yourself, but your phone on airplane mode, because, well, you really need those 30 minutes of uninterrupted slumber. I know I do that because subconsciously, when your phone is still just on, that activated mode, somebody would ring you, ping you, there's Facebook, there's WhatsApp, there's a random call or SMS or something. It's just so distracting, and you do not get that really crucial rested sleep that your body needs. So by all means, do that. I think the next point that I would make here, which is the sixth point here, would be So we all have those days, right, when we feel alone or misunderstood or hurt or just lost, and you're not sure who you should be talking to. I think just being able to hold yourself in the most loving and gentle manner, just being kind to yourself, being that caring adult self to that inner child who's feeling hurt or lost or confused. Just be that person you'd want someone else to be for you in that moment. Try that. It does kind of work. And I'd say the next point would be, this is what, like, I think the seventh point. Give yourself permission, to talk to a therapist if you feel that no one else will get you. And yes, it's about paying a goddamn money for that session, but hey, it's emotional maintenance and you totally deserve it. I am not currently speaking to one, but in the past I've tried talking off and on, and it does work. And for some people, it's their jam. And I'd be honest, I used to be a little judgmental about it in the past, but over the years, I've just come to really accept and appreciate what people do. Thank you, Instagram, for making me so aware. It is bloody awesome. It just opens your mind up in different ways when you read the works of different therapists, see what they're talking about, the kind of issues, and how they suggest you how to deal with them. It is mind expanding, you people. Okay, and then the next point I would say would be, um, not shying away from exploring that new, promising, alluring restaurant you wanted to go to. So just go there alone. If no one is available, no friend is available, your schedules are not matching, I don't know if I'm impatient here or just independent, but heck, I kind of like to just go and do that. Well, there are some places I'm very hesitant about going alone to. In the restaurant category, there's some of the high end places, but I think I'm going to try that eventually. That should be fun. And then the ninth point for me would be, just pausing to ensure that you don't say unfiltered, unkind, and mean stuff to yourself, just the way you probably would pause, right? If you were to say it to somebody else, it's amazing, it's just mind numbing how unkind we can be to our own self and how careful we are when we interact with others. I mean, I know in my case, I've noticed I'm extra considerate when it comes to other people. I can be very kind, caring, compassionate. I have all of that for everybody else, and that one fine day I realize, why don't I have that for myself? Why am I not being that same kind, caring, loving, understanding, forgiving person for myself? And no, I'm obviously, I've got my flaws too. So I do have differences with people, but yep, there's a very solid, compassionate side that I've seen is always in place for other people. But over the years, or rather, in the past few years, I'm just learning to nurture that and make it available just as much for my own self too. And I think lastly, this entire journey is, about accepting yourself, knowing yourself, and honoring yourself. How they say, do unto others as you should have done unto yourself. So, well, treat yourself the way you'd like others to treat you. Value yourself, know your worth, appreciate yourself, honor yourself, because, sweetheart, you show others how to treat you, and you deserve to be treated well. But just remember, it starts with you. Hey, you guys, we're all on this journey. This is not ending. Self love, I think it's a lifelong thing. It's just so layered a concept. It is something you keep learning, you keep evolving into. You sort of, love is a complicated subject, and self love, yay, more part of the subject. We need to explore more of it. We need to know how to care for ourselves more, how to be there for ourselves more. And I am definitely going to explore this further with you all. So, till then, bye bye.